You have seen it happen. A sleeping dog lying on its side suddenly starts to twitch, its paws paddle. It lets out a muffled little bark at nothing at all. And you have wondered watching it, the question every pet owner eventually asks, is it dreaming? And if it is, what on earth does a dog dream about? It sounds like a simple, silly question, but it opens a door into one of the deepest mysteries in all of science. What is happening in the mind of another creature? Because if animals dream, it means they have an inner world, a private theater playing behind their eyes, full of images and feelings we can never fully see. For most of history, this was pure guesswork. You cannot ask a dog about its night. You cannot interview a sleeping cat. Their dreams, if they had them, were locked away forever. But in the last few decades, scientists found a way to sneak a look inside. And what they discovered suggests that yes, many animals almost certainly do dream. And we can even guess what about. To understand how, we first have to understand what a dream even is, and for that, we have to look at the strange, secret machinery of sleep. When you sleep, you do not just switch off, you cycle through stages again and again, all night long, and one of them is very, very odd. It is called REM sleep, named for the rapid eye movements that happen during it. In this stage, your eyes flick around behind your closed lids as if watching something unfold. REM is when your most vivid dreams happen. Your brain lights up almost as if you were awake, painting whole worlds, while your body lies still and paralyzed so you cannot act them out. That paralysis is important. It is a safety switch that stops you from leaping up and running through your dreams. And here is the first great clue about animals. Because we can measure REM sleep, and when scientists watched sleeping animals, they found it almost everywhere. Dogs, cats, rats, elephants, birds. So many creatures have REM sleep too. Their eyes dart, their brains flare with activity, their bodies twitch as the safety switch slips a little. By every outward sign, they are doing exactly what we do when we dream. But twitching and eye movements only hint at a dream. To truly prove it, scientists needed to look at the content. They needed to read the mind of a sleeping animal, and astonishingly they did. At a lab in the 1990s, a researcher named Matthew Wilson worked with rats running through mazes. As each rat ran, tiny sensors recorded the exact pattern its brain fired. Every twist and turn of the maze created a unique fingerprint of brain activity, a specific little firework of neurons for that specific path. The team learned to recognize these patterns perfectly. Then they let the rats fall asleep, with the sensors still listening, and that is when something breathtaking happened. As the rats slept, their brains began to replay those exact maze patterns of the very same fireworks, in the very same order as when they had been running the maze awake. The signals were so precise that the scientists could tell where in the maze the dreaming rat believed it was. They could follow the rat in its dream around every turn. Let that sink in. A sleeping rat was running the maze again in its mind. It was, by any honest definition, dreaming, and we were reading that dream turn by turn. This replay is not just a curiosity. Scientists think it is one of the most important things sleep does. The dreaming brain is practicing. It is filing away the day. As the rat reran the maze in its sleep, it may have been strengthening the memory, learning the route more deeply, rehearsing for tomorrow's run. Dreams may be how the brain studies. If that is true, then dreams are not random noise. They are the mind sorting the day, keeping what matters and quietly getting better while the body rests. And it means that when your dog twitches and paddles in its sleep, it may be rerunning its own best day. The park, the walk, the chase, the people it loves. So what do animals dream about? We cannot know for certain, but the replay idea gives us a beautiful guess. They likely dream about the things they do most and care about most. A dog probably dreams of running, sniffing, and it's human. A cat perhaps of the hunt, the pounce, the chase across the grass. Their dreams are stitched from their waking lives. Birds may be among the most poetic dreamers of all. When songbirds sleep, the parts of their brain used for singing light up, firing through their songs, note by silent. Some scientists believe young birds practice their songs in their dreams, rehearsing the melody in the dark so they can sing it more perfectly at dawn. They dream in music. And the deeper we look, the stranger and more wonderful it gets, because dreaming may not belong to furry, warm-blooded creatures alone. Consider the cuttlefish, a soft ocean creature more closely related to a snail than to you. As it sleeps, its skin flickers through waves of color and its arms twitch. Awake, a cuttlefish changes color to hunt, to hide, to communicate. Asleep, those same colors ripple across its body, as if it is reliving the chase in a language of light. If a creature that far from us, on such a distant branch of life, may dream, then dreaming might be far older and far more common than we ever imagined. It hints that the dreaming mind is not a special human gift. It may be one of the oldest tricks in the book of life, a thing that many kinds of brains everywhere quietly do in the dark. And nature has found astonishing ways to sleep. Take the dolphin, which cannot simply drift off underwater because it has to keep surfacing to breathe or it will drown. So a dolphin sleeps with only half of its brain at a time. One half slips into sleep while the other stays awake, keeping it swimming, breathing, and watching for danger. It even sleeps with one eye open, the eye connected to the waking half. A creature literally half dreaming and half alert, drifting through the dark ocean. Many birds do this too, especially the ones on the edge of a sleeping flock. Half their brain rests while the other half keeps one eye out for predators in the night. It shows just how precious sleep is. Life would rather split a brain in two than go without it. Whatever sleep and dreams are doing, evolution treats them as absolutely essential. And it deepens the mystery. If a dolphin dreams with half a brain, what is that dream like? We can barely imagine it. The inner worlds of animals may be stranger than any we know. But if animals can dream, then we have to face a harder thought. If they can dream, they can probably have nightmares. An animal that has been frightened or hurt may rerun that fear in its sleep, just as a person haunted by a bad day relives it in the night. Their inner world holds pain as well as joy. It is a sobering reminder. To dream is to have an inner life, and an inner life can be gentle or troubled, bright or dark, exactly like ours can. It asks us to take the minds of animals seriously, not as simple machines that eat and sleep, but as creatures with private worlds, memories, and feelings we are only beginning to glimpse. And this changes how you might see the animals around you. That dog dozing at your feet is not simply switched off. It is somewhere. It is someone having an experience. Behind those closed eyes, a whole small world is turning, a world built from its life with you, the walks you took, the games you played, the safety of being near you. It means the care you show an animal does not end when it falls asleep. The good days you give it may replay softly in its dreams long after the sun goes down. So the next time you watch a creature sleep and twitch and softly cry out, do not smile and look away. Lean in. You are watching a mind at work in the dark. You are seeing proof that you are not the only dreamer on this planet, that all around you, in fur and feathers and even flickering skin, other minds are dreaming too. The dream is one of the oldest and most private things a brain can do, and it turns out we share it, this quiet nightly magic, with countless creatures across the whole living world. So dream well tonight, and know that somewhere nearby a dog is chasing something wonderful, a bird is singing a silent song, and the ancient shared miracle of the dreaming mind rolls quietly on.